wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real, but that's not the way it feels.
Operator, could you help me place this call? You see, the number on the matchbook is old and faded. He's living in LA with my ex-best friend, they say. A girl he said he knew well, but sometimes hated. Isn't that the way they say it goes? But let's forget all that, and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call him just to tell him I'm fine, and to show I'd overcome the blow. I learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real, but that's not the way it feels.
And that's where it begins.
Not the way it feels involves a caller who is going to call the operator so that she can get the phone number of her ex-best friend.
Oh, it's really emotional. At the beginning she's pretty confident. She wants to get the number, she's strong.
But she wants the number so that she can call her friend and say that she's over what happened.
And then as soon as she sort of realises it's happening, I think it's sort of reality sort of hits her, and she's really like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it. It's bringing back all the memories of when it happened, and sort of everything's going wrong. She drops her paper. She's just like, oh, it's like a sign saying, you shouldn't do it, you shouldn't do it.
Not the way it feels about a girl whose boyfriend basically did the dirty on her with her best mate.
And who obviously betrayed her, and how she feels about it, or claims not to feel about it, but really obviously still has very strong feelings of betrayal, hurt, that come out despite her initial protestations.
And then it sort of gradually gets worse and worse. She's like holding back the tears. She's trying to be strong, but she can't. And then finally she gets a number, but she just rips up the paper. She can't do it.
I don't know what you're seeing, Tash.
Not a lot.
Me neither.
The house.
Just.
Ta-da! Richard's house. This is where we have been filming.
Lighting test 1.
Don't stare at the bulb.
Yeah. Lighting test 2. Lighting test 3 with a 60-watt bulb. Okay, going for a test on the radio mic. Obviously held in my hand, close to my mouth, so it should be picking up very clearly. I'm just going to conceal it and see if we can still pick up clearly.
You didn't want to imagine something, so just think about something that actually happened to you. Don't try and imagine it.
I'm quite happy at the moment though.
Something you must have been sad at some point in your life.
Yeah, okay, I think. I normally can cry really easily.
It's just not being mean enough to you.
No, it's just because it's like a film. It's just like I don't know. It's like really different. It's so different to on stage. Because on stage I can just like really get into it, and it's just like
you have to do it once as well. It's much easier if you do it once.
yeah. And here I'm just like, well, I'm in Richard's house. This is cool.
It doesn't have to make you cry, does
There's
it?
like a ladder in front of me. You're just like really like sad.
Look bloody stupid if it could go. That button's magically changed halfway through the show.
When did she do that? And do you want the other one? You'll be showing
With a
it.
camera.
I was watching loads of films today, and I can't watch films in the same way anymore.
Is your mic on?
Yeah, we turned off.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
The light is on. The light is on.
Yeah, paper, pen.
Yeah.
Mike hidden. Yes.
You've got different buttons on that, haven't you?
No, it was the top one.
I thought you had the second one.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
You're right, that's the top one.
Worth checking though, worth checking.
Half a little.
International Director Inquiries, May speaking, how may I help you?
Hi, I'd like the number for Sarah Morris in the USA, please.
Which state, please?
California, Los Angeles. Have you got the ones of me walking and like bashing my arm? There's loads of me like walking into them. No.
Just test it quickly, and then we'll start. Is it working? Do we call action?
Yeah, go on, call action and I'll do
Okay.
Action.
What's a trademark shot anyway?
Trademark shot.
No, any of the shots.
No, our trademark shot is the left to right thing.
Oh, right, okay.
Where we move, stop in the middle, and then move on.
Action. International Director of Inquiries, Mike speaking. How may I help you? International Director of Inquiries, Mike speaking. How may I help you? International Director of Inquiries, Mike speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, I'd like to look for Sarah Morris in the USA, please.
We stick.
California. Los Angeles. Hi, I'd like the number for Sarah Morris in the USA, please.
We stick.
California. Los Angeles. Hi, I'd like the number for Sarah Morris in the USA, please.
Operator, well, could you help me place this call? See, the number on the matchbook is old and faded. He's living in LA with my ex-best friend, they say. A girl he said he knew well and
Operator,
sometimes hated.
could you help me place this call? Because I can't read the number that you just gave me. There's something in my eyes. You know, it happens every time. I think about the love that I thought would save me. Isn't that the way they say it goes? But let's forget all that. And give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell him I'm fine. And to show I'd overcome the blow. I learned to take it well. I only wish my words can just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. No, 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 that's not the way it feels.
Oh, and Phoebe, you forget the line, you know when you pick it up,
Yeah.
I dropped it, I picked it up, but it was smudged.
Oh no, we cut that line.
Oh. So why do you need the number again?
Because
She didn't get it the first
I
time.
didn't get all of it down.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
If you were to give yourself a job title, what would it be?
I'm not sure actually, it's just sort of doing bits and bobs really to help out.
Bits and bobs.
Yeah.
What
Bits and bobs manager.
Bits and bobs manager. Okay, remember that, please.
Easy done.
I actually think I got some dirt in my eye whilst doing it.
Oh, I hate it when that happens. It takes ages to get that little piece of dirt out, doesn't it? Just yesterday, I was digging in the garden and I briefly put my spade down. My sister came by and accidentally stepped on the spade.
Pick up. Let's go again.
Sorry, I did more than I was supposed to.
You
I was
go
getting into that.
further.
This has given me an opportunity, so I think maybe that's what was sort of thought about, that I might enjoy it and hopefully help out a bit as well.
Tash, do you want to have a go?
Yeah.
You sounded very excited.
I am. I had to wait for all
Yeah.
you three to do it, and then. Well, the other day I was taking a lot of photos and things about the whole production, and today I've been doing some filming of different angles and different shots, and filming some of the process happening. Actually, when you hold the camera for quite a long time, it does like begin to ache your shoulders and things, which you wouldn't necessarily think about. But afterwards, you're like, oh, that's hard work that is. But yeah, so you wouldn't expect it. But yeah.
Thank you for calling International Director of Inquiries. Cut. That last part was very not that great writing wise, but we'll do that again and our whole.
It's really, really.
Is that comfortable? You look very delicate there.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, you reckon you can hold that for the entire 4 minutes?
Yeah.
Ready go? Would you still like the number? That might be useful, right?
There, you've always done there.
Oh, okay. go back. Okay, go back to the line before that.
In the garden, and I briefly put my spade down. My sister came by.
Let's go again. Look at the camera feed.
Oh! Okay, I'm not even going to look at it.
You can look over here, but just try not to.
Yeah, but I always like...
You
oh
keep
God.
looking at this camera as well.
Do I? Only
Yeah.
one?
Yeah,
Oh.
both of them.
That one doesn't matter though.
So vain.
Oh, okay. I've got nowhere to look. I mean, okay.
You ready?
Any other kind of skills that you think you have that are unique to you that you think you bring to this production? Apart from your property personality.
Thank you. I think because I do a lot of physics type things that sometimes, you know, like the angles and stuff like that, maybe I've got a bit of a boost or a bit of a advantage on.
I think I bring certain elements to the fore, certain level of professionalism, enthusiasm, commitment, and also it is filming in my house, so that's always a benefit.
Well, I think being assistant director, you've sort of got to be careful that you don't try and take charge, and sometimes decisions and things, I mean, obviously not down to you, they're down to the director, but then at the same time it means it's a little bit less responsibility, so if something doesn't necessarily work out, you don't feel like it's your fault, you don't feel like you're under so much pressure, so it's quite good.
On Phoebe's line when she says, I actually think I got some dirt in my eye,
Mm-hmm.
and I go on this whole thing about the spade, and then
When you say
here I go blabbing again.
Yeah, alright.
Same principle.
Obviously you're the operator, what would you say is the arc of your character?
I don't think there's an arc to the operator. He's literally, well, unless you think I've got a his arc is at the end of his arc he gives the caller the number. So at the beginning, his job is to give her the phone number, and at the end he does.
Anything else I can help you with today?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling International Directory Inquiries. Cut. Having fun?
Operator, let's forget about this call. There's no one there I really wanted to talk to. Thank you so much for your time. You've been so much more than kind. You can keep the dime. Isn't that the way they say it goes? But let's forget all that. And give me the number if you can find it, so I can call him, just to tell him I'm fine. And to show I'd overcome the blow. I learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels.
Okay, the shot of, because I don't think you see it, is just the way with the paper, when you drop the paper.
Yeah, we haven't got a paper shot yet. No.
And it can just be a cutaway then, just anyway. Then you can mix up the different.
You can't actually get her in and the paper.
No,
Too far away.
No, you can't. That's why. I mean, you can even use that as a cutaway to then, if you like the first bit of that section in one of the shots and the second bit in another, you can use the paper falling to signify
Okay, well,
the tears or whatever.
Okay, your turn. We're just going to do all this one first, then we'll do the Tash's idea, then we'll do your idea.
Well, it's a balancing act. You're responsible for a lot of things. You need to weigh up musical timing, writing, directing, hopefully making sure everyone else is having a good time, and making sure it's all cohesive and all works and is just the best that it can be.
Did you find the role challenging at all, and if so, which parts?
Yeah, definitely, because obviously you've got to, it's quite exposed because at the end obviously I've just got to sort of break down and cry, and it's really hard to get into like that mindset of being able to do that.
Sarah?
What was your favourite moment in the story?
Favourite moment. I think, even though it's the hardest, I think it'll be the end when I sort of break down because it's the most challenging, and I think hopefully it'll look good.
I don't know if I've got a particular favourite part of the story. There's some good moments in it. Of course, Phoebe's acting in the final scene is very good. So.
I guess for me, it all builds to the ending. So although it may be not favourite moment, but the moment when she finally kind of lets it all go, I guess would be my favourite moment. If you use favourite as in most memorable.
My favourite moment in the story is the transition moment between when the music ends and the caller breaks down. What I like is not necessarily the actual breakdown itself, but the actual change from getting comfortable with music and then no longer having it there. That little moment right at the beginning of her breakdown. I just think it's a great contrast.
I think the whole story is like well put together, so.
But that's not the way it feels. No, no, no. That's not the way it feels.
Do you see yourselves keeping in touch with the other people involved in the future?
I think so. We've all done stuff together before, and I'm sure we'll do so in the future.
Or maybe it'd be like Toby, who knows?
Or maybe we'd be like this.
Which you and Lee are talking about, not me and you. Insulting him to the face. What?
What about you?
Not going to be in the shop though, am I?
Thank you for kind of letting me be involved with the experience. It's been really good.
Just grateful to everyone involved for their faith in me, particularly the producers Richard and Kevin, because they agreed to do the project without seeing the script, and actually so did Phoebe. And for me, that means they have faith in me before they've even seen the script. And you know, I don't think you can get a better start than that.
Okay, thank you very much. Cut.
Yeah? Yeah?
And anything else you'd like to add?
No.
Okay. No. Thank you very much.